Hello everyone, today is September 26, 2016. It's the Halifax Finance Committee meeting. We are being taped by Area 58. On the agenda tonight, we have mail, approval of meeting minutes, line item transfers slash reserve fund transfers,
Yes.
ATFC bill of $176, school building project, tax rate discussion, budget discussion, Silver Lake land sale discussion, meeting at Silver Lake School Committee Thursday, October 13th at 7 p.m. Reorganization, 8 p.m. meeting for Facebook Live questions, discussions, the status of the board, public participation, looking at the calendar, and adjournment. So first up on mail, we received a copy of the Beacon, and we received a copy of the information to attend the annual Association of Town Finance Committees. This year it will be held at the Devon's Commons Center from 9 a.m. to 2:30, and it will be, oh that's funny, it says the annual 2015 meeting. It'll be October 15th. So I'll pass this around if anybody's interested in attending.
What's the registration deadline?
Registration deadline.
I think it's on the back and wait.
By October 7th.
Okay.
It is $45 for the first time, and new members, $55 for members, and $65 for attendees of other local officials. So we do have money in the budget in case somebody wants to attend. So post that around. Copy of the Beacon, and then that's it for now. So we have approval of meeting minutes.
Yes.
Sandy, Charlie?
Short
I don't know that we have
Escape.
quorum for any of them. Not for that one. Not for that one.
We don't have July 11th.
Not that one.
We don't have July 25th. We don't have August. So we will have it when Linda, so Linda's next meeting.
Okay.
We will do meeting minutes check while we're just flying through here. Line item transfers or reserve fund?
None.
None, check. ATFC bill of 176. Okay. So this is the bill for the Association of Town Finance Committees. It's our annual dues of $176. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
So any discussion?
No.
Okay. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Okay, approved.
If you sign right on the, at the bottom, sticky, right where your thumb is, those two lines.
You need 3 signatures or just mine?
3. And Diane wants to sign, she can sweep and put it as
Make it official.
Great.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda is the school building project. Charlie.
Yes, trying to remember where we sit with you. Okay, a few things. First, Massachusetts School Building Authority has advanced us to the next step, which means that they have assigned us a owner's project manager and the designer. We don't have to go out to bid, we don't have to do anything. That's the, for some of us, it might be the downside since we're giving these people without any choice. On the other hand, well, eventually we'll get some money from them, so. The OPM contract, I'm hoping is going to be ready to sign with the board of selectmen tomorrow night. Then the OPM will work with us and sign a contract with the architect. OPM is going to be 15. The architect, it'll be significantly more, but we don't have a set figure yet because that's why we'll work with the OPM and negotiate a figure based on the size of the roof, based on the windows and the other maintenance work we want to get done at the school that's going to be part of this project. included in all that is we need to create a new building committee specific to this project, not our current municipal school building committee. In some communities, it's only 2 people. They've had ones where the superintendent and the business manager, or the superintendent and principal, the superintendent and whoever runs the maintenance for that particular building. Others as much as 12. What I'm planning on doing is a 7-person committee. Jeremy Blackwood, King Beaudry, Dietrich, I can't remember, is it Beaudry or Dietrich? Pardon?
Beaudry.
Beaudry, good, I had it right first, okay. Matt Durkee, who's the director for building maintenance there at the school, a school committee member, a member of the board of selectmen, myself, and if someone from the finance committee wants to be on from the finance committee. Talked about having the building inspector on, but eventually we're gonna end up with a conflict of interest since he'll be doing the permitting for the project. So Rob said he'd be happy to participate in his role as building inspector, but not on the committee. In the sense of if there are questions or advice that he might answer or provide, he'll be available to do that. So we're at 7 people, with a couple of people obviously not defined yet, some from the board of selectmen and someone from the school committee. So it's up to you folks. It's not, the committee structure is not mandatory in the sense of it's not, as I mentioned, yes, some towns have had as few 2, some as many as 12. But I thought in terms of representation, and given the size of the project, it'd be wise to have some finance there.
What's the time that you're looking for people to?
During the daytimes, simply because the vast majority, I think almost everybody so far is going to be, and most of us are also overburdened with night meetings to begin with. Between, people like Joy, for instance, who have to go to any number of school committee meetings with the 4 school committees, as an example.
Okay. Does anybody want to volunteer to be on this?
If the meetings are after 4 o'clock, I'd be happy to, but I don't know that that's gonna.
It doesn't mean, I think we're gonna have public forums and things like that at some point, rather than just, come to a town meeting and drop the whole thing on somebody, but I think the vast majority means we're gonna try for daytime.
Okay.
By December, 4 o'clock won't be daytime.
I'll volunteer then if nobody else wants to.
No.
I just can't commit at this moment to doing something.
Okay, so is there a motion?
Make a motion for Gordon to be appointed to the committee as the representative for the finance committee.
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? All those in
Secret
favor?
ballots.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Okay. Tax rate discussion. So we have the information was provided by the assessors. So the total taxable value of the town is now $837,640. The tax rate will be $18.53. The average family value, single home value, is now $297,695. The average tax bill is now $5,516.29. Last year's numbers, the average value was $276,183. $19.25 was the tax rate, and the average tax bill was $5,316.52. So quickly, it's about a
10%.
$200 increase, $199 and change.
6.5% increase in valuation.
Yeah. So that's why the tax rate came down, because the values increased. The spending continued to go up. So that's what we're starting with this year is $1,853. And this was after the tri-annual reevaluation of the homes. So does anybody have any questions on that?
Has anybody spoken with the assessors as to how they formulated a 6.5% increase? Whether it was based on sales?
I did not.
Okay.
I know that they had the triannual taking place, and I know that the excess capacity she sent me, I'm just trying to find. And I know that the tax rate was already approved by the state, correct?
Yes.
So the excess capacity for this fiscal year is $161,489. So 161,489. So we'll be able to calculate out right now, if we open up the spreadsheet, to what 2.5% would be above that and calculate everything out. I'll have that for the next meeting. Then it'll just be a focus on new growth, so we'll know what those numbers are. And we'll know how much money the town would be looking at to increase. The next item on the agenda is the Silver Lake land sale discussion. We were invited to the meeting on October 13th at 7 p.m. with the selectmen from the 3 towns. Is that correct, Charlie?
Okay, which school committee meeting? Are we talking?
Silver Lake.
Silver Lake, okay, yes. On the proposed, still the proposed, this is for the police station?
Yep. Okay.
Has Kingston gone back to special town meeting yet? Have they set it?
Not that I'm aware of,
Okay.
mass.
Because wasn't it originally rejected at their
Yes,
town
they
meeting?
didn't get the
They're
2/3.
seeking. Okay.
I watched the meeting that Tom Coulter had with the selectmen. Has our town council responded back on what Plimpton's town council had said?
No.
No. Were they selectmen asking him to, or no?
I don't think that they did, no.
Okay.
What was the gist of the Plimpton?
Plimpton's town council didn't agree with what Kingston and Fred Dupree's came back with. So they said that it could be a lawsuit between them, depending upon what happens. At the meeting, the Silver Lake attorney, Fred Dupree, thought it would be wise if Silver Lake had voted to allow the towns to have a vote. They chose not to do that, and the legislation that was filed did not include a requirement that the towns have a vote on the selling of the land. So, I guess we'll get an update on that. Reorganization. Should we? Why don't we hold off on that one right now? It is 7:15, so we'll skip that appointment. Discussion of the status of board members. So Julianne has sent me a text message telling me that will be resigning. So we'll be down to 5 members. So if there's anybody interested in joining the finance committee, we will now have 2 openings once we receive Julianne's resignation letter. And we meet the 2nd and 4th Monday night of the month, and we usually meet every Monday night starting from January 1st till April, with the exceptions of the Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays that we could also meet. So that's the status of the board members. Is there any public participation? Do you guys have anything else?
I don't know if you got the message or not, but we did get a refund in this year of $98,000. The school, Joy had gone after a town down in South Carolina. A child had been placed in a special needs situation up here, a live-in. The family moved up to be closer to the child, and we got whacked with the bill because they moved into Halifax. What happened was they took it to court, and the court said South Carolina had to pay. So we got a $98,000 check from the school district in South Carolina, which will go into miscellaneous receipts, prior year miscellaneous,
Okay.
which will help next year in our revenues.
So
So that was really nice.
that family's still living in town, so we'll have that hit for this year.
I do not know whether they're still living in town or not.
Okay.
All right, but that was
No, that's a
nice
good, that's
because
a
we
good
had
thing.
already paid for it, so we got the refund. So that was nice. And then I did a quick comparison of the ambulance receipts.
Okay.
Just for the first 2 months. And we were at 198% for the first 2 months, which is great, because that's what we need to be, at least that.
Okay.
So I wanted to at least let you know that. Looks like the receipts are coming in.
And those are final receipts from
Yes,
January
that's
and
money that's
February.
actually been received.
But that basically closes out all the January, February, like we're
Not
not waiting on any money, or?
Not necessarily, because it
Okay.
comes in at all different rates.
Yep,
So there could still be ambulance runs that were made from car accident. The insurance, the auto insurance companies are the,
slowest. to
yeah,
pay.
they're the slowest to pay. So there could still be money coming in from that. It's just the different companies all pay at different rates.
So
So you
is-
can't do a one-to-one correlation between runs and
Is that 198% invoiced or received?
received.
Okay, so it could potentially be higher.
Receipt to receipt.
Okay.
So we talked, we'd look at December, January timeframe to look at the numbers, just to confirm those.
Mhm.
So maybe,
I'll be doing it on a regular basis. I just didn't get to September yet because we're just ending.
so maybe the first meeting in December, we should have in our notes to talk about the ambulance revenue. And invite the fire chief and ask Sandy to come to that meeting so we could just review it. Because that's the time frame I think we all agreed to for
Reviewing it with the
reviewing
chief,
it
yeah.
with the chief. Reorg. Do we want to reorg tonight, or do you want to wait until we have our full board?
I'd say full board.
I would agree.
Okay. Check that one off. No public participation?
Yeah, Gordon, did you get an email from Joy Blackwood about the elementary school committee meeting in December?
Possibly.
Because we got an invite to attend their meeting, I think it's December 5th, to talk about the FY18 budget process.
Okay, yep. So please put on the calendar Monday, December 5th at 7 p.m. at the Halifax Elementary School. Okay. October 1st, we'll have the enrollment numbers for the upcoming year. Make sure when I attend the next school committee meeting that I scan that and send that to everybody. Because that will be part of the budgeting process. Is there anything else on the agenda besides the calendar? So our next meeting will be
It would normally be the holiday.
which is the 10th. I cannot do the 17th. Do we want to do just the 24th that month? And then we need to have a meeting with the selectmen in November. So that would probably be the 14th.
Do we want to schedule one for that first Monday just for a reorg?
10/3. Does that work for everyone?
If we can get a full board?
Is it in 10-3?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Does
Just
it have
to,
to be at the school committee meeting?
yeah. I can come here first, we can do a quick reorg, and you can assign me the Halifax School Committee liaisonship, and I'll go over there and you can separate out the rest. Does that work for everyone?
that works for me.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll just confirm it with Linda when she gets back.
So 10/3,
10/3, 7 p.m.
I need to post that.
Okay. p.m. Halifax. FinCom.
Okay.
Save.
So it'll be the 3rd and the 24th?
3rd and the 24th.
3, 10, 24.
Halifax. FinCom. 7 p.m. So, let's do
And then the 14th and the 28th?
the 14th and the 28th, yeah. Because Thanksgiving's the 24th,
Yeah.
right? So that means we don't have to meet in between. Charlie, would we be better off on the 14th or the 28th to ask the selectmen to come to a meeting?
Well, I also need to ask the selectmen if they want to do their own. I know we keep dancing about that meeting, about who's hosting or whatever, so let me talk to the board.
Okay. Okay, so then the 5th is the school committee.
And then we meet the 12th, and then we're usually done.
Okay. Halifax. School committee. Could you, Kendra, send out a copy of last year's liaison assignments? That way everyone can just look at it and see which committees or which boards they want.
A bunch to chop up between.
Yeah, and Julia and Vigo.
Yeah.
So the 12th we would meet. Facts.
And then it's January.
Yeah. Yes. So one item for the budgeting discussion would be that I don't think our Silver Lake numbers will be as bad this upcoming year, only because we have a drop in enrollment.
We should.
Yes, we should. We'll get those numbers October 1st. So, anything else from anyone else? So we will reschedule the Facebook Live to a non-debate night. And is there a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right.